Hey everybody, thanks for clicking that thumbnail. Welcome to Talkin' Habs, and in this video I'm going to talk about rumors, Habs rumors, and the big rumor today is Jack Eichel. A couple weeks ago was Sidney Crosby. Today's Jack Eichel, and yeah, it's rumored that Jack Eichel wants out of Buffalo. Same rumor last year. It's obvious that Eichel is frustrated, and I believe he said so. But does that mean he's going to get traded from Buffalo to anywhere? And obviously, Montreal is a target because Eichel's favorite team growing up was Montreal, and I guess that's everybody seems to think that that'll be where he ends up. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. We'll take a look at Jack Eichel, and we'll do all that. Before we get to that, if you are a Habs fan like I am, and you would like to see more Habs videos and live streams and all that kind of stuff, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. If you have any comments on this video, let me know what you think about Jack Eichel possibly coming to Montreal. Maybe, could be, who knows? Let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and let's get right to it, I guess. So, Jack Eichel, let's just quickly go over his career. He is in his 6th season in the league. He's 24 years old now. He is 6'2", 215 pounds. He is a 1C. That means he's a number 1 center. He was drafted 2nd overall in 2015, just behind Connor McDavid. And so basically, if there was no McDavid in that draft, Eichel would have been the number 1 draft pick. The Sabres this year are a poor 4-6-2. Eichel is frustrated. You got players like Skinner doing nothing. Taylor Hall, 1 goal. This is great. 1 goal, 8 assists. Skinner, $9 million a year, 1 assist in 13 games. I mean, that's how it's going for Buffalo. They have scored 31 goals in 12 games, anemic. So for Eichel, in 367 games that he has played, no playoffs, no winning seasons. In 5+ seasons with Eichel, the Sabres' record is 160, 194, and 55. So it's clear Eichel's not. I mean, who's going to be able to win by themselves? So it's clear that they haven't been able to put anything around Eichel. He's definitely a good player. And he is now in the 3rd year of an 8-year deal that pays him $10 million annual average value of that contract. So that's a huge contract. Not a lot of teams are going to be able to handle that. Montreal's rumored. I don't know where they... anyways, we'll get into that. He has, since 2015-16, he's been in the league. 81 games, 24, 32, and 56 points. And he was all rookie. In 2016-17, 61 games. I guess he had some injuries. 24 goals, 33 assists for 57 points. So pretty steady, but in less games. The next year, 67 games, 25 goals, 39 assists, 64 points. He was an all-star, so you can see the kid's got talent. But still, not that, wow, amazing McDavid and that kind of talent yet. And he hasn't gotten 100 points. The next year, 2018-19, in 77 games, close to a full season, 28 goals, 54 assists, and a career high also 82 points. And an all-star game again. In the next year, 68 games, and now you can see his scoring is coming on. 36 goals, career high, 42 assists, 78 points. That's only in 68 games. That's pretty good. Another all-star berth, I guess. This year, in 13 games, he's got only 2 goals, 10 assists, but still 12 points in 13 games. So he's still basically a point-a-game player, but he's not doing well. He's not happy. The team sucks and doesn't look good there. So the rumors are out. Jack Eichel's going to go somewhere. He has no move. Okay, first I'll go this. I think it's an off-season move. Huge if it happens. He does not have a no-movement clause. It doesn't kick in until 22-23 because he is too young to have one. I just found that out today. You learn something new every day. Yeah, until a player is able to get free agency, I guess, he can't have a no-movement clause. So that's how that works. So that's what I read today. If it's true or not, I didn't go and check, but it was news to me, and I found that out today. Let me know if I'm wrong in there. in the comment section. And here's something: if you trade somebody, because he'll have a no movement clause here in his contract. If you trade somebody with a no movement clause, I think this is a new rule that just kicked in this year. It doesn't follow the player anymore. So those no trade, no movement clauses, when you trade somebody, the new team does not have to be bound by that. So the player will have to renegotiate a new one. So that's and if I'm wrong, let me know. But I believe that's a new rule that kicked in this year. Asking price will be huge, and here's the problem, right? The asking price is going to be amazing. So if you trade for a Jack Eichel, a team like Montreal, you're going to create more than likely holes around him in your lineup, because they're going to want roster players coming back. They're going to want some roster players coming back, and not just bottom guys. They're going to want top prospects, some picks. It's going to be huge. So I was looking at it going, well, I still think Berkey's going to say Suzuki and Romanov are untouchable. I really do think so. Carey Price has a no movement clause. Does he want to go to Buffalo that he would waive his no movement clause? I doubt it, because that would offset Eichel's contract. But I doubt that's going to happen. So I'm not going to put Price on this list. Asking price is going to be, I should have put, I'm going to add it here while we're talking, but I think he could be asked for anyway. Jake Allen. So, they're going to ask for like KK. I would have to think KK is going to be a surety, because they're giving up their number one center. They want a center coming back, a guy that's actually playing on the team right now. That's KK. So there's one, which is okay, because, Eichel's a center. That would be okay. Caulfield, I'm sure they're going to want Caulfield, Norlinder, Paling, at least two of these guys as far as prospects. Maybe they want Jake Allen. They got horrible goaltending over there. They might want a backup goalie. They might want to ask for Jake Allen. Maybe get Jonathan Drouin in there. Maybe a Lehkonen as a throw-in as well. He's as a defensive side, add him in. That's a roster player. Paul Byron could go. They can ask for some picks. Now, not all of these guys. I'm not saying every single one here is going to go for Eichel, but I'm just saying these are the guys that could go. And in abundance, not just two of them. You were looking at probably 4 out of these guys would go, plus picks. That's a lot. That's a big ask, and they're probably going to get that if they actually trade Jack Eichel. It creates too much of a hole on your team. This is the problem. It was the same thing with Sidney Crosby. You get Sidney Crosby, but what are you giving up to get him is the problem here. Do I want Jack Eichel on my team? 100%. I'd love to have Jack Eichel as the number 1 seed. That would push Nick Suzuki down to number 2. I'd be fine with that. Wouldn't even argue for a second. But what does it cost to get that? Because maybe it does cost you even Nick Suzuki to get that. I saw people tweeting they'd give Suzuki and they'd give Romanov. I wouldn't. I still wouldn't. KK, I would. For Jack Eichel, yes, I would. KK would be fine. Eichel is a good player. Eichel, I would, where Pierre-Luc Dubois, I wasn't sure about, and he's injured. Good thing we didn't do it. He's out on the IR. But for Jack Eichel, yes. So again, what do you got to give up? To me, that's the question. What do you got to give up? And then how do you fit him into the lineup at $10 million? Because now, $10 million for Eichel, 10.5 for Carey Price. Oh boy, you're getting close to Toronto, because we also have Shea Weber at 7 and change. All we need is another $10, $11 million player, and we're Toronto, and that's not good. And I don't want to see that happen. So that's a problem. They're also saying if you're going to get Eichel, you probably got to take Skinner at $9 million, because they'd like to get rid of that contract. So I don't see a fit here for that. Do I think Eichel would fit on the team? Yes. Do I think he'd love it here? Yes. He's a big Habs fan. That would be great. I just don't see how you work it out. I don't see it happening. Also, like I said there, not during the season. This is not a during the season trade. If this happens, it's going to happen in the off season. But I don't see how you're going to work it out and get that, and then sign the new guys, the guys that you got to sign in the next 2 seasons with 2 $10 million players and a almost $8 million player in Weber. I don't see how that works. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you do it? What would you give up? How do you work that out? Fitting his salary into the roster. Let me know in the comment section what you guys would do. Yes or no. For me, it would be a no unless the guys they're asking for are fine. Like if you just had to give up Jesperi Kotkaniemi and then some prospects and some picks, and that was it off the roster. Honestly, you got to find a way to do that because you're not giving up much and you're getting a beast in Jack Eichel. Yes. Are you going to get that deal? No, it's not going to happen. So unless a miracle deal can be made, I don't see how that works out. Like give KK and Drouin, I'd be okay. It would make up a good part of what you need to pay Eichel if you don't have KK to pay next year or Drouin. That's probably going to be around the $10 million. I think you could work it out. You're not losing too much off your roster, but I don't think Buffalo does that. I don't think Buffalo does that without asking for Caulfield and Norlinder and maybe a first-round pick. So, I don't know. Anyways, let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. That's down there as well. That'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there, and peace out, y'all. See you next video. See you next live stream tomorrow. 2 weekend games, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be live streaming both of them. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.